Hey YouTube, it's your girl Perez behind the cargo. It's been a while since I posted a video. A lot of different things have happened to me in this industry, the trucking industry that I'm in. I'm going to become more consistent with posting videos. So, a lot of different things have happened and a lot of changes are happening right now in the trucking industry. And I kind of want to be there to help the next person who's looking to get into trucking. Um, like I said, I own a company. We're a small company. It's called Nokali Logistics. We are coming up on in a couple of months. We'll make our second year, which is a big thing. Um, Last July, I had to do my new entrance audit exam, my new entrance audit, which I passed. Um, that was kind of scary, so I'm gonna go over that in a separate video. Um, a couple of different things have happened thus far. I've hired drivers. I have drivers had to go into different jobs. But I just want to be more upfront with like booking loads. What do you look for? What are some do's and don'ts as new carriers? Um, and just whatever questions that you guys might have, put them in the comment section, and I'll try my best to answer them. Um, so like I said in the beginning, I'm coming up in a couple of months. I will make 2 years in the trucking industry. Um, I started my company in 2022. I ran a box truck for maybe about 6 months, and then I went back to work in 2022. And then in 2024, my husband and I decided that we were going to really buckle down and start this, really dive into the trucking industry. So we started our company in 2022, and then we actually got our MC, no, not our MC, I'm sorry. Yes, our MC, our active MC in 2024. When we first started out, um, we went the easy route. We rented a truck from Penske, and I call it Pimpski, not Penske, because they really pimp you out. Um, we started renting trucks from them. Sidebar: if you have the funds to buy a truck, just buy a truck. Don't go the rental route. Because you end up spending more money in the long run than actually buying your own truck. And don't let, how am I going to get it registered? How am I going to do this? How am I going to get this? How am I going to get that? Don't let that scare you. Because when there's a will, there's a way. Um, a lot of the times people will say, oh, give me this amount of money and I can get you everything that you need. Sometimes it's better for you to learn how to do it yourself, because at the end of the day, you're going to take more pride in your work than someone else who you pay to do it for you, because they could be doing it the wrong way and you wouldn't know. So it's always good to kind of do it yourself. Excuse me. So, like I said, we started a company. I didn't realize that we were actually in a trucking recession per se. So we were able to keep our business afloat during a trucking recession, which was amazing. Where a lot of carriers were kind of going out of business, a lot of them were shutting down. It was kind of sad to see them go. Um, so a couple of things I want to talk about that I felt when I was doing my research and doing my preliminary, trying to get my foot in the door, trying to see how I was going to make moves and all that stuff. One thing that I want to say is do your own research. Try to figure out a best way for you to understand what you need to do to move forward. I made a lot of mistakes when I first opened up my business that kind of hurt my business in a way. Um, but again, my mistakes will probably be, hopefully, will lay the blueprint that you won't make the same mistakes that I made. Um, and one of the first mistakes I made was I rented for, I want to say, 9 months instead of just buying my truck outright. Probably would have spent less money um, buying a truck than renting one. Now, if you're able to rent it with a really good deal, fine. Um, I would not recommend, you know, we will not say their name. Um, so like I said, I started my business in late of 2024, August of 2024 to be exact. That's when I got booked my first load with my new MC. One thing that the YouTubers did not tell you was how many no's you're gonna get before you get a yes. I, in the beginning, I probably made 100 phone calls a day, 100 phone calls a day, and I probably got 99 no's and one yes, and that is from working from 6 a.m. to about 10 p.m. at night. So another thing that I think that kind of hindered me was I didn't stay in the same place twice. I didn't stay in the same area. Like I just wherever they gave me a load is where I went, not realizing that not all areas are good areas. Making sure that the logistics of your company is on point, understanding your driver's hours, understanding how your driver drives, understanding the times that you have at the pickup and the receivers. So those are all things to kind of take it into account. And you really, really wouldn't know that until you actually start booking freight, start actually looking at the load board, start looking and having conversations with different brokers. Um, so that would be one thing to really take into consideration. Um, I have been very fortunate that my business was able to survive all of my shenanigans. And here we are coming up on our second year. And I am super grateful for all of that, for everything that I've learned. I've felt I've grown so much, not only as a person, but as a business owner as well. Because I came from a 9 to 5, right? I came from a 9 to 5. I worked in corporate America, basically 9 to 5 to being at home on a very small, on a little laptop, trying to make a dream work. But I'm here to say, damn near a year and a half later, I'm still here. I'm still kicking it. And so this is my story that I'm going to be going into. If you have any questions, I would, love to help. And I did most of my stuff. I did everything myself. I set up my MC number. I did my DOT myself. I did my own registration. I do my own IFTA, which was a very interesting role that I did this year. Um, I was able to set up my Texas DOT because my business is out of Texas. I was able to set up all of those things. I did a lot of the stuff on my own. A lot of times people say, "Oh, give me $500 and I can make this happen for you." And that's not always the case. Um, so this is my story. I hope you come back for more. If you have any more questions, I look forward to, sharing my experiences and talking about different things, different strategies, um, and just getting into getting into it. Um, Again, thank you for watching the whole video. Please like and subscribe, and I look forward to building an audience with you guys. Thank you. Have a great evening.